Houston Texans had a big win today against the New England Patriots, and we get to talk about this run game real quick. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. 178 yards rushing between Joe Mixon and Dameon Pierce. Man, I mean, how much fun is that, right? You got Joe Mixon come back. Welcome back, buddy. Dameon Pierce comes back. Welcome back, buddy. Both of y'all are going to have Joe Mixon, 59-yard rush. I was hoping it would lead to a touchdown. Just couldn't outrun number 21 at the tail end there. But Dameon Pierce, I was hoping it did not get overturned. It didn't. Not enough evidence. 54-yard rushing touchdown for DP. And the Houston Texans, ladies and gentlemen, don't look ahead now, but the Houston Texans, 5-1, second best record in the AFC. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this run game real quick because, damn, Joe Mixon makes life a lot easier for this offense, and it is pretty prevalent to see. He makes life very easy for C.J. Stroud and Bobby Slowick. And if you're going to have Dameon Pierce run the ball like he did, you're going to have him hit that gap and get it off for 54 and a tutty. There are some good conversations to be had about the future of the running back position. Before I do get into that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed. If you're not, what are you doing? You are looking at one of the most passionate Houston sports fans on YouTube, the most passionate. It is right here on The Lead, where it's all Houston all the time. And here we do not bury the lead. And the lead right here, the headline today, is Dameon Pierce and Joe Mixon. The tandem at the running back position had themselves a day. And this is where we have to go, I need to see more from Dameon Pierce in order to enter this conversation that they could have a potential 1-2 punch for the future. Or at least this year, I'll say that. Dameon Pierce, I got to see more. But it felt good to see this. It really did. Dameon Pierce, as we all know, last year struggled heavily in this system, struggled so much that he lost his way out of a starting job. And Devin Singletary just looked so much better than Dameon Pierce. And the excuse was the system doesn't fit Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce doesn't fit the scheme. And I agreed with it. I really did, because you could see him running into blockers, just looking to run into somebody. And he was just not hitting the hole. He was just not hitting his gaps. And it wasn't working. And luckily, we had a guy and a backup in Devin Singletary, and that worked out okay. He did solid for you last year. Appreciate everything he's doing. Good. Best of luck in New York, buddy. But Dameon Pierce, this is year 2 in the scheme now, and he got himself a game where you are looking at, I believe it was 8 carries for 76 yards. Yeah, 8 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. And I understand that 54 of that is on one play, but this is good to see, man. This is what I want to see. This is what Texans fans want to see. Why do you want to see them run the football successfully? Because it makes C.J. Stroud's job easier. It makes life for Bobby Slowick so much easier. And it makes this offense so much more dangerous. When we were talking about the offense and the hype around it and the fun conversations we were having with this trio of wide receivers, enter Joe Mixon, enter Dalton Schultz, who hasn't really done a lot, by the way. And, that was the offensive hype. That was the graphic, the trio of wide receivers. Nobody had Dameon Pierce on that list. And rightfully so. He didn't deserve to be on that list, damn it. Especially because of his play last year. But if he gets back into favor, into being what was once the rookie year Dameon Pierce, where he was just running through defenders, bullying defenses. If we get that with this offense this year, with a Joe Mixon doing his thing, and Nico Collins going to be coming back in 3 more weeks, ladies and gentlemen, and this offense is moving and grooving and banging and doing their thing and swarming like we know they can swarm, it makes life easier for number 7. And I don't know about y'all Texans fans, but I like number 7's job to be the easiest as possible. That should be the mentality, to make CJ Stroud's life easy. That way he ain't got to be worried about 3rd and longs and converting them over and over and over again. He's one of the best quarterbacks on 3rd down, but I want 3rd downs to be manageable for number 7. I want them to be easy. And Joe Mixon and Dameon Pierce showed in this Patriots game. And I know the Patriots, not that good of a team. Defense, they're pretty solid, but they're always on the field too much. But if this is what we're going to see, and we're going to continue to see this more and more, if this is the case, we could have ourselves a legitimate 1-2 punch duo in the NFL if Dameon Pierce continues to play like this. We got to see more. I got to see more before I enter into that conversation. But right now, Joe Mixon, man, you are the reason why this offense is getting going. I mentioned it in the previous video after the win for the Patriots game. Joe Mixon, when fully healthy in the 2 games he's played fully, the Colts game and the Patriots game, the Texans have averaged 35 points a game. If Dameon Pierce is going to run like this again and again and again, week in and week out, then expect much more offense and many more points from the Houston Texans. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.